Behemoth, Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Satanas, Lucifer, November Kelly, Abigail Thorne, and Devon. Hello, devilish listener, and welcome to a spooky Halloween episode of Kill James Bond.
Didn't ask for Santana Abraxas. I never ordered Santana Abraxas. Terrifying greetings and welcome to our Halloween episode of Kill James Bond.
Hello and welcome to Kill James Bond.
Yes.
I couldn't think of a way to kind of spookify the name Kill James Bond. It's already quite scary as it is because of the murder that's in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little thing that we like to do this time of year where we take a break from our regularly scheduled programming to explore something a bit scarier. And we did try and think about whether or not there was a sort of a scary heist. And we had a lot of good suggestions from people, all of which we ignored.
We've got to stop doing that to them at some point. But...
Well, no, the thing is they like it when we don't respect them, right? It makes them feel valued.
They like to be ignored.
You guys are dirt.
Yeah. But so... I apologize if this episode we struggle because this was my kind of suggestion. And the reason why I suggested it was because it's a bit of memory lane for me. I picked out 2005's The Descent, which is a sort of noughties kind of all-female horror that has very little Halloween in it, absolutely no heisting in it.
No,
and the reason why I know it is because back in the day, I learned how to watch films and talk about films doing film studies at Croydon College. And one of the things that I distinctly remember...
Spooky Croydon!
Oh, yeah, it should be.
The eighth circle of hell.
We'll get some Castle Thunder, you know? Maybe mix in some of the, like, Croydon Tramlink kind of announcement bells.
I don't know how many circles of hell there are, but Croydon's one down from that. Yeah.
It's bad. It's bad. However... I learned a lot there, genuinely. And one of the things that I did on that film studies course was a module on horror and gender. And so I remember this was like a set text for this, The Descent. So this is really like...
Oh, that's so cool.
In my wheelhouse. Yeah.
That's an interesting choice for them for reasons that I'm sure we'll run into through the course of the movie.
I would say so. Yes.
I enjoyed the film. There is some gender going on.
There certainly is. There's a lot to talk about. And I think, again, just to shout them out, like, Croydon may be a terrible place, but if you like the way I talk about films, that's something that in large part I learned to do there. So, yeah, thank you to them for that, I suppose.
Check out Croydon if you get a chance.
Kill James Bond recommends Croydon. Oh, don't. Kill James Bond recommends staying away from Croydon.
It's probably nicer now. I don't know.
Avoid orange light warning for Croydon.
Yeah, but so this is a horror movie that has an all-female cast, but is directed and written by a man, namely Neil Marshall, who did Dog Soldiers, which is another good movie, which we'll talk about.
Oh shit! I didn't realize it was the same guy who did Dog Soldiers. Wow, that was
the one he did directly after it.
So I studied gender and film by being in the Army Cadets, where Dog Soldiers was a set text. So yeah, I'm looking forward to talking about that on the podcast. But no, as I understand it, this wasn't originally written to be like an all-female cast.
No,
it just kind of shook out that way.
It was an idea that someone kind of suggested to him. And he sort of took and ran with. And so what you end up with is a movie about a group of women, and we'll talk about how they're written, right? But so we begin.
As I understand it, this is a story about, it's a metaphor for a group of women just like being online.
Yeah, that is true. It's a metaphor for logging on.
Yes, it is.
And then possibly also contains a metaphor for logging off. But so we begin in some whitewater rapids where this group of women are...
The girls are rafting.
They're sort of whitewater rafting.
That's the verb. Yeah, that's the verb.
This is really fun if you get the chance to do it, listeners. I've done this. It rules. I've never done it as a woman, but I imagine it'd be even more fun.
I've only done it on a really like placid river. I've never done like sort of white water rafting. That's too dangerous for me. But not for these women. These women are like very into their extreme sports adrenaline junkies kind of thing. They are Johnny Utahs of their own sort of gender.
Jane Utah.
Yeah, exactly. Towards a feminine Johnny Utah.
These are part of our core.
I'm moving towards a feminine Johnny Utah. I'm trying.
Sliding towards a feminine Johnny Utah. This is our like part of our main cast. We've got our protagonist here, Sarah, played by Shauna McDonald. We've got Juno, who is the friend group antagonist, and you can tell because she's wearing red instead of blue.
And because she's the hottest one there, to be honest.
Natalie Mendoza, hello.
Every friend group who has one member who is like evil and up to something. Listeners, if you don't know who that is in your friend group, that's you. Stop making some plans. But in this case, it's Juno.
Look to your left. Look to your right. Are you the hottest bitch there? Are you wearing a kind of evil coded outfit? If so, start scheming. Start plotting.
I so often am wearing evil coded outfits, and I'm very rarely scheming. I'm falling behind.
You got to be scheming more. You got to be scheme maxing. Number one. You've got to be having an affair with one of our partners. You've got to be.
Can it still be an affair? I don't.
You also have Alex Reed as Beth in this scene.
Hilariously, I am not doing that anymore.
Given that
I
up.
was doing that.
It's not an affair. That's just polyamory. There's no evil content
that's
to
acceptable.
it. If everyone knows about it and you're hanging out together, that's not evil. That's just normal style socializing.
I'm not doing it anymore since November hit me in the leg with an ice axe and left me in a cave.
Listen, you deserved it, and I'm sure I will experience no consequences from doing this. So we established these women, and there's like 50 of the fucking.
There's like 6 women.
There's 3 at the moment. There's 3 women.
There's 3 women and an indeterminate number of
Sarah,
members
Juno,
of the
and
security department who will be beaming down onto the planet with them to establish threat. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're so right.
The other thing is we establish one of the first things about Sarah we establish is motherhood. She's a mum. Not only is a mum, she's a mum. She's got a husband and she's got a little daughter waiting for her by the side of the river, watching her, and they're all very proud of her.
Yeah,
which is cool. However, as they tie up the raft, we see Sarah is very close to her daughter, and Sarah's husband weirdly close to Juno.
Yeah, they're playing a little bit of a prank.
Well.
Juno stands up and goes, "Yay!" and Sarah like pushes her in. And we see that Juno is like slightly bitter about this, and then she's making fuck eyes at the husband. She's like, I'm gonna be having an affair with you. It'll be revealed later, unless you get killed now.
Yeah.
Well, and that's really weird that she said that, because pretty much immediately thereafter, they're all driving back home in the car.
Yeah, and you're just like, you're in the car and you're like, why do I hear, not from the radio or externally, but from inside my own head, the public service announcement, if you hit me at 30 miles an hour voice.
Well, so we at this point get a return on the podcast of an old friend, the pipe that kills you instantly.
Oh, God.
Now, come here, Mr. Husband. You're about to be impaled with a pipe.
It's filmed quite effectively, but as a kind of jump scare, he like veers into the like oncoming lane and gets in like
that's crazy.
Like a head-on collision with a van, which is, I guess, carrying a bunch of metal pipes,
a bunch of like copper pipes that shoot through and Final Destination to this guy and
if you
the
get
kid.
Impaled by a copper pipe at 30 miles an hour.
There's a 100% chance you'll die. I think.
Yeah. I mean, the accent, a little bit regional, but not sure which region. It's doing a little tour. Not even really how the original thing sounds.
She's doing that thing in the car where you like turn the whole way around to talk to the kid in the back, and like anytime you see that in a movie, it's like you're dead. It's over for you.
I like it that it's a husband
She's
getting fridged for once.
Party. Yeah, it's nice. He's like distant for a second, and like she goes, "Hey, what's up, mate?" And he goes, "Oh, I've been thinking it's just for dead, over, it's done."
But I'm thinking about how I'm not going to tell you I'm having sex with your friend Juno, and then kajuk.
Yeah, piped down instantly to a fatal end. Sarah wakes up in hospital.
Mr. Solo, you're about to be impaled by a pipe.
Yeah. And she's like, oh no, I know something's wrong because it's a Dutch angle.
Yeah.
All the angles are Dutch. And she's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I'm like falling over because everything's cantilevered.
She like rips all the
hospital.
stuff out of her and she gets up. If we don't get out of here in the next 10 minutes, we're going to Dutch hospital. It's really good, actually.
Then, well, she suspects something's wrong because of the Dutch angles, and then she knows something's wrong when the dolly zoom hits her, and she's like, oh
Yeah.
She's like, Spike Lee?
shit. Yeah. Don't dolly away from me and zoom towards me at the same time. That's scary.
And the hospital is completely empty, and then the lights in the corridor she's run out into start going out behind her, and she starts sprinting, and eventually runs full force into Beth, one of the other women, the nice one, and has this kind of like sobbing breakdown in the corridor as Beth tells her, "Oh yeah, your kid also got like incredibly killed."
Yeah.
By the way, the whole time there are like staff like moving past them, and I just write down like average level of NHS patient care year 2025. One of them moves like a trolley like around her while she's on the floor screaming, and I'm like,
oh, if it was 2025, they'd also be tutting. But
Like, oh, come on, man.
it's not their fault. They're grotesquely underfunded. Anyway, so yeah, she is of course going through it because of this, and then we jump forward.
Yeah, there is Juno. Juno is in the hospital but doesn't come forward
she?
to.
she's
like
in
in
one
the
shot.
background.
She's like, oh shit.
She doesn't come
I
forward to
missed
comfort
that.
Sarah.
She's busy doing evil things, you know.
She's scheming.
She's busy
she's
whispering in
scheming
the
at the
ears of
moment.
junior doctors, being like, "No, don't go on strike." So we jump forward a bit to like a year later to the Appalachian Mountains, bracket Scotland,
Yeah,
bracket
Scotland.
so clearly Scotland. This is
just
the
the most
same bit
Scottish
where they
fucking thing ever,
filmed Under the Skin, the ending of that. Nice and
Nice and
but
cheap to
we
film.
have
in
to
the UK.
establish that's true. We have to establish that like Appalachia is spooky because it's in America and it's scary and it's rural. So, and also because this movie fucking loves Deliverance, which is also, I suspect, why they're whitewater rafting in the beginning.
Oh god, you're so
and
right.
so it's like, oh yeah, there's just like banjo music on the radio. All of the signs are like shot through with like shotgun pellets, and there's like spooky skulls hanging up and stuff.
What's a great way to establish that something's ominous? You have one of your characters go, that's ominous.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, great, cool, thanks.
Beth tries to do like checking in on your girls for when your friends have women's mental health, which goes roughly along the line of babes, you've been really miserable since your husband got impaled by those pipes, and then like 2 X's at the end of the message.
Yeah.
It's not working is the thing. Sarah is still miserable because she's sad about her daughter, and she's sad about her dead husband.
She's putting a brave face on it, though. She has come on this trip, which is pretty cool. But they arrive at the cabin, and there we meet 3 more ladies who, as November said, are from the security, these red shirts, who are Sam, Rebecca, and Holly. Yeah, I was like, yeah, red shirt's dead. Straight away.
Yeah, Holly is more memorable because she's described as Juno's protege. And what we mean by that is that she's also kind of adventure junkie. The thing is, I don't think this is lesbian coded, right? Because there is a specific generational thing to this movie of women who are in their like 20s, like late 20s in 2005, right? So like women a bit older than me. Who would have, and this is still true, really, really short hair, really like tomboyish affect, and be both straight and incredibly homophobic and transphobic.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yes, that's true. That's real.
That is how I read this, is not as a gay thing, but just as this generation of women. Sometimes a few of them were like, I have short hair, and because of that I have even more toxic expectations of masculinity for my straight boyfriend. Kind of thing.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Something just went wrong at the factory with that generation. It's like, oh, they're kind of fucked up turfy.
Possibly. It all gets a bit LGB alliance, but perhaps I'm projecting. I don't know.
I'm sure they're all very happy now and normal.
Yes, of course. But so all of these women, there's like a little friend group here, sort of centered around Juno, and Sarah is sort of reluctantly along for the ride, and we get a lot of like dialogue of how women relate to one another.
Yeah, this is So this is your first indication for the rest of the movie that it's going to be like this, which is I suspect that our writer here, Mr. Neil Marshall, thinks of women as kind of like people, which is great for the time. But he thinks that the way that you show that is by just writing them as men.
Yes.
And just casting women. Like they just,
which I think they actually did in a couple of cases. Yeah,
they're so unbelievably blokey with each other.
Well, most of them are English, and I have met English women who are like this.
It's true.
There's a kind of generational aspect to this. There is an extreme sport aspect to this, but that's the actors carrying that off. The script, I think, is kind of misfiring on this one.
They're all sporty spice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh God. Yeah.
Rihanna Buring from Ripper Street is here as well. So that's cool.
She's great in Kill List as well.
Oh yeah,
another movie that we'll watch at some point. But I have a real problem with it.
They all get drunk together, and at some point, some indeterminate point, they're going on a sort of like expedition adventure. But before then, Sarah has another jump scare because this movie really lacks the kind of self-confidence to think that you're going to keep watching it. So it's got to be like jump scare, jump scare, jump scare. So she's looking out of a window and she hears like, if you're standing by a window at 30 miles an hour.
Then how are you doing that? Yeah. She gets hit. The pipe that kills you instantly hits her in the head and she wakes up. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Also, the previous evening, Holly's like, oh, we're supposed to be going to these caves. But these caves suck. It's really tame.
They're like loser caves. They're gay caves for idiots.
And then Juno's like, don't worry, I'm sure the caves will be plenty exciting. It's like thunder and lightning. And they're like, shit, Juno, how'd you do that?
Really, really funny.
Juno, you got to be less arch at the female gathering. This is very weird.
Holly also puts her foot in it because while we're all sitting around drinking, Holly's like, oh, I'd love to like get married to a man someday and have a baby or have like a small child about like 4 years old who's about to turn 5. And Sarah has to be like, yeah, the pipe that kills you instantly killed my husband or whatever.
Just fucking kill.
I'd love to be a really careful driver. Things of this nature. Sensitive
Sarah
things.
was like, pro tip, don't let him drive.
So the next morning, Holly is the one to wake everyone up, and I should have got a drop of this and I didn't, so I apologize. But there's a really funny moment where she bangs on the door and issues maybe one of the most distressing things you can say, the single wakey. Not wakey, just one. Just one.
Just one wakey.
That's a wakey with the weight of expectation behind it.
Slightly too late, the second wakey strikes the North Tower, but it's like, this is... It's
at that point, that's 2 single wakeys. If they're looking at that on Morse code, that's 2 dots, man. It's over.
It's very much like how many instances of chugga do you do before choo-choo when imitating a train, right? And the most upsetting number is 1, because you can't do that.
Yeah. There's something wrong with that train.
Yeah.
Sarah's also taking the pills that show you that show you're vulnerable instantly.
Yeah.
That's how you show your protagonist is vulnerable, is they're taking pills. We don't know what they are.
Juno is doing sort of like very aggressive yoga poses where she's lifting like one leg up to the side of her head.
She's
which
literally
is like,
flexing on them.
Juno takes her role as friend group antagonist so seriously. She's like jogging before dawn. She's waking everyone up. It's fucking annoying.
She's the black side Spy Kid. She's the evil Charlie Angel. She's
she's
my
evil
favorite.
Charlie Angel, hands down.
Yeah,
no, she's the best.
This is terrible, by the way. They're all wearing the fuck ass like naughty zip up polar fleeces. It's really bad.
It's such a time capsule. And they're driving up, and they're driving too fast as well because they're all thrill seekers.
And so they go to the cave.
Sam is wearing a goofy looking watch, and someone's like, hey, can I draw attention to that? So when it comes up later, we'll be surprised. And she's like, yeah, I'm wearing it so it can do a thing later.
Yeah.
Chekhov's watch.
The only problem is his alarm's too loud or whatever. There's a little bit earlier on where they're talking about Holly, and one of them refers to her as that mentalist that jumps off buildings. Just wanted to get that in there. Mentalist.
Yeah, she's a base jumper.
Mentalists. Again, very 2005. But so they leave the cars and we see that Juno leaves the big book of caves, the cave instruction manual, the Haynes owner's manual for caves.
The Dorling Kindersley book of caves.
The guide to the cave that they're supposed to be in, which is the Boreham caves in North Carolina.
Yeah. The like printed out GameFAQs.com.
Really shit labeled diagrams.
Yeah.
Game wiki for the cave.
Yeah, it's like got ASCII art of a cave at the top, you know?
The Prima strategy guide to caves.
She leaves the dungeon map behind.
As you may be able to tell, listener, this movie's a little thin on the ground for summary, so we're having to like fill the gap with a lot of bits. It's a pleasure to do. But she leaves the fucking Prima strategy guide behind in the car. And as they're walking up to the cave, I think it's Beth says, "Can we hurry up? We're late." To which I go, "It's a cave."
They don't close it at 5.
You all woke up at the crack of dawn and came straight here.
Also, I was about to say, like, well, I don't know, you don't want to go caving when it's dark, but like, it's always dark when you're caving.
Yeah, even the cave.
We got a light, I hope. But so Juno is leading them. She's out in front. She's wearing a fuck-ass Indiana Jones hat as well.
Yeah.
And the party encounter a level 1 dead deer, which is, I would describe this as being portentous. And when I encounter something that's portentous, I get real like superstitious about it, especially if I'm going to go in a cave, which I'm not, because fuck going in a cave.
Yeah, I'm not going in a cave.
I would leave.
Well, it's not dead in the cave, is it?
It's dead outside the cave. They take a photo. One of them takes a photo of it and refers to it, goes like, "That's a real Kodak moment." It's nice. But you see on the deer that there are these like bite marks that don't look like wolves or anything like that.
Yeah.
And Juno's like, "It must have been a bear."
It's Holly taking the photos, and I didn't catch what camera she's using, but I do want to start Internet Movie Camera Database. There was a bit where I went slightly insane watching the movie Spy Game recently because Brad Pitt's character is undercover as a war photographer, and he has, in the course of 2 scenes, 2 Leicas at once and a Nikon F, and I'm just like,
oh my god,
what is the CIA's budget for this?
This guy's made of fucking money.
They get to the cave, which is like a hole in the ground, and they've got to like rappel down into it. I don't know anything about caving because I'm smart enough not to get into a cave.
Yes.
I've done a little bit, but I don't know that much about it. The caves I've been in, you just walk in.
Yeah, I walk into a...
Yeah.
I'll walk into a cave if it's like a show cave.
I'm barely even walking into a house. I don't even trust a roof.
You can't get me in a cave.
I've repelled I've repelled inside some caves. It's not hard.
So they'll repel into this cave. Holly
it's not
Holly
hard.
goes too fast because she's a thrill seeker and almost squishes, I think, Beth.
Yeah. Holly establishes that she's reckless.
Yeah. And then one of them goes to like investigate it's like beautiful or whatever down there. They've got like flares to light it with. One of them goes to like the mouth of one of the sort of subsidiary caves. I don't know anything about caves.
Yeah,
and
the like tunnels off the main
instead of going
chamber.
to like tourist cave, Juno has actually taken them to jump scare cave because she triggers the fight or flight reflex of 1 trillion bats.
Yes. 1,000 bats. Also, Sarah finds a bloody handprint on the wall and doesn't tell any of them.
That's the point.
I'd flag that up.
If the deer hasn't stopped me, the bloody handprint is absolutely where I'm pulling the plug on this.
Yeah. But so they continue into the caves.
There's a funny bit where Juno says the only way out of this chamber is down the pipe. It points to this hole in the ground, and I'm like, don't mention pipes around Sarah.
Come on, you really have
She's got a pipe thing. She's got pipe trauma. Yeah.
This bit is like quite
pipe killed my husband.
This bit is quite well filmed, and then it does show us effectively how disorienting it is being underground, and it's also an excuse to like, you don't really have to follow the rules of editing because it's meant to not hold together, right? But it does work quite well. This is a nicely edited sequence.
I forgot though that the problem with a movie set in the caves is that in a visual medium, one of the things about the caves is that you can't see.
It's pretty tight.
Yeah. This is all a beautifully constructed set. All of the like cave bits are, and they do some really interesting stuff with it. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know, bits of it might be foam or something, but like, yeah, they go in the cave, and as I understand it, not knowing anything about caving, rule number 1 of caving is just kind of go off on your own, you know?
Yeah, like have fun and enjoy yourself, number 1. Don't check in with your homies.
Vibe, Don't leave any kind of markers behind.
It's the first instance of Juno sneaking up behind someone wordlessly.
She loves
Something
to
she
do it.
loves to fucking do.
Well, the thing is, she loves to jump scare her friend who has jump scare trauma.
Yeah,
which
Sarah.
is a really funny, evil thing to do.
By
to
the way,
be
they've
like,
been down here like 3 minutes, and Sarah is already hearing her daughter's laugh. And I'm like, come on.
Don't go into the cave.
The cave that makes you hallucinate instantly.
She's being beguiled already.
Yeah, she is already, instantly.
The cave that beguiles you instantly.
Holly's quite impressed. She's like, oh shit, I thought this cave was boring cave, but actually this cave is kind of like rad cave. Hell yeah.
Exciting cave. Yeah. So they have to go through a little like claustrophobic bit where you have to crawl, which is very, very scary. By the way, I have to say, in sort of Sarah's defense, this might seem implausible, but like, I would also ask my hottest, most evil friend if I could get in on the like all-woman adventure holidays she was running, if that was a thing, you know?
That's so real.
If anything, I'd be disappointed to rock up and find out they're actually caving.
Yeah. Can we play Lemonhead's The Outdoor Type right now?
Oh, extreme sports wasn't a euphemism? You're all straight? Oh, some of you are like homophobic actually? Oh, fuck, what am I doing?
What the hell's going on
And
here?
it's all like all the lesbianism is there, but it's weirdly sublimated. Yeah, this sucks. Give me the actual like unsublimated lesbianism.
Yeah.
But so they crawl through this one little kind of
so
passage.
sublimated it's underground.
Yeah, quite. And as they're getting through, Sarah's the last one. She's got to bring like one of their bags of ropes, which again, sublimated.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, why is Sarah doing all this?
I don't know, but as she's about to reach for it, the quest design means that you can't go back to the sort of overworld until you've like resolved this dungeon. So like a bunch of rocks fall and like cut off the thing.
First
and
she
gets stuck and
then
like
stuck.
she's stuck in the cave,
right,
and there's all the shots of her stuck in that tunnel, and the whole time I'm going, I would simply not be in this situation.
Yeah, just like fuck that.
I'm never gonna be.
No, thank you.
You'd
I'm
hate to
not
be
going
the-
through a cave tunnel at the best of times. Not if there's like if there's an edge case that I'm going to make it through.
You'd hate to find
Fuck
out
off.
in that scenario that you're the biggest one in the friend group.
Oh, you hate to be like, oh, I've gained weight. Fuck.
When it's like, oh shit, actually we have to break your collarbone to get you through this. Beth calms her down and stops her panicking by saying
Beth's technique for calming her down is
crazy.
Is to like, I'm going to yell my friend through her panic attack.
Yeah.
By being like, no, you're fine. You're fine.
And then tell more sublimated lesbianism.
It's great.
like,
she literally goes, the worst thing that can happen to you already has, and you're still here. It's like, don't bring that up. Don't bring that up.
Remember when your husband got impaled through the fucking head?
That killed your husband and child.
And then she says,
Don't
how do
worry.
you give a lemon an orgasm? You tickle its clitoris.
Stupid.
I was like, I was going to say put it inside a tart, but all right.
It's pretty good.
But the cave starts collapsing, and then they have
the
to
joke's
leave.
so bad it collapses the entire cave system.
Yeah. They have to leave the rope bag behind.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're trapped in this, and then they have their like little argument where they're like, all right, well, thankfully we've still
got the book.
We've got
the book, right?
We got the book. And she's like, the book was kind of cringe. We don't need the book for reasons that I'll reveal in just a moment.
Yeah.
Second rule of caving is fuck books, just vibe it out.
Yeah. And they're like, well, before you go caving, you have to file a plan with Mountain Rescue so they know what time we're due back, so they'll come find us, right? And she's like, yeah, but the flight plan says that we're going to the boring shit cave for gay people, and we're actually in like uncharted radical cave that just opened, actually.
There's a different movie about a very extreme lesbian polycule just having a lovely time in the like shit cave bricks.
Yeah, but we are in the new cave that just opened.
No,
we're in Bad Time Cave.
Yeah, and Juno's like, I wanted us to be the first people into Bad Time Cave.
Juno goes immediately blames every single other person there, like tries to deflect so much.
She's so real for that.
She's just like, well, Holly was saying that it would be boring to be in the normal cave, so I thought, and she's like, don't fucking put it on me.
It all gets a bit your party down there.
It does. And especially because it turns out they're all fucking each other's partners behind their backs. Because Beth says, Juno, you've brought us into like shit here. You've brought us into shit evil cave. And also, by the way, I'm bringing this up for no reason. You weren't there for Sarah when the crash happened. And Juno's just like, I'll have you know, we all lost something in that crash. It's like, yeah, okay.
Juno, why are you saying that so portentously?
We all know what you lost in the fucking crash, Juno. We knew it from the first scene.
Yeah.
They were driving her car at the time. She's just so fucking cut up about it.
It'd be really funny if
totaled my car.
Juno was actually the kid's mum and Sarah didn't know. And they're just like, wait, what?
We all lost something in that crash. For instance, I lost my keys in the course of coming to meet you in the hospital. So really, like, who's the asshole? You.
Couldn't find it for like a couple of hours.
Yeah, I lost the whole day.
I lost a lot of time. I lost my Duolingo streak. Because I had to take you to the hospital.
And you never said sorry, never once to me about my Duolingo
Juno's been
streak.
doing like 1,000 days of like Duolingo like Chinese, and she can't speak a fucking word of it because Duolingo's terrible. Yeah.
They fired everyone and replaced it with AI last year.
Oh, awful. Cool. So they gotta cross like this is like the fucking Crystal Maze in here, right? Like they've got it's like Fort Boyard. They've got to cross like a void. They gotta cross a gorge. Yeah, an underground gorge.
Moment here. Yeah, Rebecca fucking saves their asses. I love Rebecca. She's fantastic.
Rebecca bosses this. She's got to hang off the ceiling and then put like spreaders, little like grapply points into the cracks in the roof, and then like monkey bar her way across, putting rope through it. You've got to have like wicked fucking shoulder strength. And as she's 3/4 of the way across, she notices there's already, I forget what the name is for this little piece of equipment.
A piton.
Piton, thank you. Marshall Piton. There's already a piton in the ceiling, and it's like an old one.
An old-timey one,
shit, okay. Crazy. But she makes it across.
She doesn't just, she also, this is a real kind of zombie bite situation in that she doesn't tell any of the others that there was already a piton there. And she also chooses to like rely on that instead of hammering in one of her own next to it.
Yes.
My jackals, my sort of climbing informed jackals who I watch this with, inform me that this whole sequence is, and I quote, baffling rope work, which I guess is what you have to expect from cis women.
Well, your jackals would know.
Yeah, quite.
Sarah and Juno are the last ones to go across, and then Juno's like, "Hey, Sarah, I wanted us to have a win. That's why I brought us down here. You know, I was gonna name the cave after you,
basically."
And then Sarah's like, "You wanted a win for yourself, Juno." And then so Sarah shimmies across, and then because Juno's the last one and they need the equipment, Juno has to do what Rebecca did, but like backwards. So she can't use the safe rope way. She has to like come across. And she's the one who pulls out the baton and is like, oh, an old-timey baton.
Juno is interesting here because she's like, okay, I accept that you're sad because your husband, who I was fucking, got perfectly lanced through the face with a metal pipe. Would some settler colonialism make you feel better?
Yeah.
Would like naming a landform and exploring it for the first time make you feel good?
Yeah. They get to the other side and Juno's like, so there's this old-timey baton. It's like at least 100 years old, which suggests two things. Firstly, people have already been down here, which sucks for my wanting to claim it. But also, secondly, the fact that this cave system isn't known about suggests that whoever did make it down here did not make it out, which is slightly worrying.
We missed a bit in that she falls.
She doesn't make it across quite so easily.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Yeah, she
falls, and like one of the security team, I don't remember who, maybe it's Rebecca. Got her climbing gloves from Temu because she's like holding the rope, which of course then like gets pulled really hard by Juno falling, and it properly like fucks up her hand.
Yeah, like fully cuts it. Which you don't really want that, especially when she's one of the main like ceiling hanging ones.
Yeah, she's the kind of the boss climbers. Yeah, it's like, oh shit. Stakes are raising. It's good. It's good.
Just incapacitate your strongest one. So they progress forward into the thing, and they run into a prehistoric cave painting, which all of them immediately shine headlamps on, destroying it.
Completely obliterating instantly.
This is real like Lascaux cave painting shit.
Yeah, it's fucking This is where I put on my big glasses and I'm like, oh, those megafauna weren't in North America, you dumb cunts.
Oh,
that's
really?
Based on the French cave paintings. You just like fucking put it straight there.
Copy pasted it, yeah.
They weren't up there. There were no horses.
They noticed something interesting though, because it's like a drawing of the mountain that they're in, and there's two caves. So like, oh, there's an exit on the other side. There's another entrance. Something that I noticed, which none of them commented on, is that all the animals in the drawing are running away from the cave, which is a nice little detail.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, but it suggests both some prehistory and some indigeneity to the cave as well, right? Like there have been people down here who
really high effort cave painting to like warn people away from the cave they're in.
Yeah, I would have put that at the entrance actually.
Yeah.
and then we get another jump scare as sort of further up on the cave roof, like across from them, some like blood seems to drip down from like an open mouth. And it's like there is a guy down here with really bad gingivitis.
There's a creepy little guy down here.
There might be a creepy guy down here. See.
Because of this creepy little guy, we get another rule of caving to derive, which is get really scared and sprint off on your
run
own.
around, scream a bit.
Yeah.
If you see a guy in a cave, just lose your shit and start running.
Holly doesn't even see him. Holly just runs ahead.
Holly sees a bit of light.
Yeah, she's like, I see daylight
from the rocks or something.
Oh yeah. She does. In the daylight community, we call that fool's daylight.
She takes a run for it. Everyone's going, Holly, don't run in the cave. Like, what the fuck are you doing? It's made out of water.
Trip hazards. There's cables everywhere.
Yeah, like,
and it's not real daylight. It's just phosphorescence.
Fool's daylight.
And she falls down into like a
big hole,
deadfall pit, into a big hole.
Yeah. Oh, it gets a protruding fracture too. It's a nasty fucking
fracture. Yeah.
Oh, you don't want that anywhere. Not even, especially not in a cave.
Well, like, because they get down to her and they try and splint it first, which is like, well, good luck splinting an open fracture in a wet cave, or indeed at all.
Yeah, she's lying in like a river. They're like, we should probably move her out the river before we start fucking.
You're gonna get a bunch of like cave organisms in your blood, but like,
you're dying to something no one's ever even seen before.
Yeah.
Which I guess is what happens. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is.
No, we have to like we have to make the fracture stop being open and start being closed.
We have to close the fracture by pushing the bone back in.
And then you can splint it.
Yeah.
I don't know about the kind of emergency medicine there, but like, it's good horror.
Don't know how medically sound that is. Yeah. It's good.
Sarah's just fucking hallucinating all the time in this point. She's like, most of her auditory input is hallucinatory because her daughter's laughing and running around the cave. She wanders off to pursue this hallucination. She finds an old-timey helmet, which I thought was quite nice.
Yes. Yeah. Making them like Spanish conquistadors, I guess.
Oh, okay.
It's that kind of style of helmet. Do you think of like
that's fun.
Hernan Cortez? So yeah.
And the other thing she finds is Gollum.
Yeah, she hears some guy sipping at the water in this like cave that she's in, and just like
making weird clicky noises.
And you get like a real pale guy in the distance.
Yeah.
And he like scampers off, and she makes the correct decision immediately and goes, "Oh, that's probably a guy, and he can help me." I'm going to start yelling.
Yeah.
It's like,
just yell as much as possible.
Play riddles with me. And he's like, kind of like runs away.
That's clearly a cave creature.
What have I got in my pocket?
I mean, to be fair, everyone is yelling because Holly is getting her bone reset and is of course screaming. They're using they like give her something to bite down on, which is a quick draw. The like loop between two carabiners, and I'm like, that's lesbian culture.
Yeah, right.
That's lesbian technology. This is appropriation, you know.
But so Sarah gets back to the group and she's like, I just saw award-winning actor Andy Serkis, and then Juno's like, no, Andy Serkis isn't real. Like, Andy Serkis...
Andy Serkis is just a fucking myth, okay?
Gollum is an entirely CGI character.
And she's like, no. I saw the movie they made out of the series Luther. He was real and he was in it.
Andy Serkis is a CGI creation of New Line Cinema. He's like the Muppets. Everyone pretends that Andy Serkis is real, but he's not actually real. You didn't really see Andy Serkis, right?
Yeah, why do you think they call him Andy Serkis?
Yeah, right?
Because he's not real.
Why do you think yeah, like the circus, which also isn't real.
That's right. They don't call him Andy Play, do they?
You saw a shadow on the cave wall, Sarah. You saw nothing.
Yeah. Come on, fucking Play-Doh. And also the daylight wasn't real.
It's illusionary. You saw a ping pong ball on a stick, so you know where to look.
Yeah. So they start carrying Holly, and they're like, this isn't real. This is all just green screen. However, one of them has brought the camcorder from the Blair Witch Project, which was very nice of them to do that.
They've entered into the next room of the cave, the bone room, which you don't
want to be in the
in.
bone room. And sometimes I want to be in the bone room, but I don't want to be in the bone room brackets literal bones.
I don't want to be in a cave. If I'm in a cave, I don't want to be in the bone room.
Plus, Holly has an exposed bone right now, which means she's like the bone room has an affinity for her.
They have arrived at Bone Town.
Yes, yeah.
This bit's really good, actually. We get some like POV, the camcorder. It's in infrared, so they're kind of scanning around a bit. And at this point, I did genuinely leap up and yell the words, "Whoa, fuck."
This is a really good creature reveal. I love this.
They're panning across all of them and like going back and forth, and then just one of them just has a big fucking golem standing behind them, and I was like, ah, fuck!
I love this shot because he's so fucking stanced up, and it's very much like, hey guys, thanks for inviting me to your function. Like, it's genuinely like...
Suddenly the seventh member of the group knows Nosferatu is here.
How I feel hanging out with cisgender women for real.
He's not like fucking crawling troglodyte mode in the corner or anything. He stood full in the middle of the room.
Yeah,
hey
we'll
guys,
make this
up?
the episode art, I think.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah. And when they notice this, can I say profoundly British looking creature?
Yes.
He does look very British, This very pale, very kind of like toothy. Well, they shot it in Scotland,
This
they can save it as Appalachia, but that's a British cave creature
weird
right there.
standing freak.
He doesn't attack them either. He just goes,
like,
and
oh shit,
away.
sorry. He's awkward. He didn't know he wasn't supposed to be there.
This guy looks like what Harper's thinks Gooners are. He's down here in the goon cave. He's been gooning for too long. He's a pornosexual gooner, and now he's confronted with real women and doesn't know what to do.
He's been in the goon cave so long, he's like evolved into a cave beast. It's a shame, it's a real shame. But these things happen. The male loneliness epidemic is not a joke.
Yeah, so the gooner disappears back into the shadows, and we get a lot of them sort of like looking around at each other, terrified.
It'd be fair to say they lose their minds a little bit at this point.
They do. You would.
Yeah.
There's some like skittering noises. And then of course that's when they're going to start to like get you, right?
They do start getting people at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. These being British creatures.
This fucking gooner does a full back because they're carrying Holly.
Yeah,
I think Juno is. This guy like does a reverse backflip over them and like rips out Holly's neck with his teeth in midair. And so Holly's toast at this point.
Yeah, it's like, that's crazy, man. How the hell can you do that?
Lots of gore. Yeah.
This is a British creature or a British coded creature in 2005, so of course he's into parkour. And I mean,
it's playing Firestarter in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. And so Holly is fucking compromised to a permanent end.
She is.
Right?
Yeah, it goes over for Holly.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else scatters.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is where Juno goes fucking Juno mode.
She does go
Juno's like, I'm not putting up with this fucking...
We'll talk about the groups that scatter. We'll start with Juno because she's going crazy.
Yeah,
she locks
Juno's
in immediately.
I'm not putting up with this fucking wank battling limey. I'm pulling out an ice axe and I'm going fucking Juno mode, and she kills this fucker.
This is why you need your hot evil friend in the friend group, is because occasionally she might have to go Juno mode.
Yeah, she kills it. she
kills
away.
One of them with an ice axe. A second one starts attacking her, and it's like a long, drawn-out fight that she eventually wins. And then, she does it all the time, but she can't take it herself. A friend silently creeps up behind her and goes, "Hey Juno, how you doing?" and gets an ice axe just directly to the fucking throat.
It's Beth.
It's
who
Beth.
I've written down in the thing is Hot Beth, which
Beth, who hasn't really had a character moment yet, so like whatever.
No, but she gets axed in the side of the neck like Leon Trotsky, like sideways Leon Trotsky.
Yeah. And then Juno, as more
sideways,
there's more like gooners closing in. You can hear the clicky noises of the mouses that they use, and then Juno has to leave Beth behind.
Juno's like, I'm out. I'm done.
I now have to introduce a bit of theory to this, right? So
Beth takes Juno's necklace as she falls over. By the way,
she's got a big fucking necklace.
Big fucking necklace.
So one of your kind of seminal works of feminist film theory, particularly about horror, is Carol J. Clover's book Men, Women, and Chainsaws, right? And one of the things that book posits is that part of the kind of function of it's the book that coined the expression "the final girl," right? Like the one woman who survives, right? But one of the things about a final girl is often a kind of androgyny tending masculine that involves like an appropriation of a violent phallic symbol. Most notably in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that's a chainsaw, right? In this case, this is like a big fucking ice axe that Juno has. And this is it's a phallic penetrative thing. And I encountered in the course of my research into this a film studies article about this aspect of the descent, the title of which was Chicks with Picks. So you cannot fucking avoid the transmisogyny in this. It's just around all the time. Which is apt, because that's also how this movie tries to convey male violence, right? Because all of these Andy Serkis looking motherfuckers have been male coded, right? Yeah. And what we get is a lot of women in the dark surrounded by the constant looming presence of male violence. And again, these are all like big white naked guys who are just going to jump on you. And that's that kind of like fighting game tech as well, is very like jump on and then bite, which is not just, your sort of monstrous thing, but it's also like that's sexualized, right?
Yeah.
They also all look like Gollum.
I don't think that's necessarily like a point of criticism of the movie. That's just what's happening right now.
Yeah, no, I think that's, if anything, I think that's effective.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's actually better that you made this with all women. It wouldn't have been as good if you had some guys down here, which is also why The Descent Part 2 isn't as good, I think. But Sarah wakes up alone. She has the infrared camera. And she's surrounded by a bunch of human skeletons, so she decides quite wisely, I think, to leave the situation.
Yeah, that's absolutely reasonable, I think.
Yeah. She's like, okay, I'm going to get out of here. I don't want to be voided like those guys in that movie with Scarlett Johansson. And then we get another jump scare because Holly's body gets dropped down right next to her. And like 4 or 5 Andy's circus start eating Holly.
She's like right next to Holly, but they don't notice her. And this is how she discovers that she's like, oh, their vision is based on they can't see.
Yeah,
it's because it's hearing because of it's dark and cave.
Because of cave,
yeah. They're blind.
They don't need it because they live in a cave.
It's interesting again to see from White Noise the kind of like video camera as a defensive lens between yourself and the horror. Because she's watching this and it's her only way of seeing them is to put the camera between herself and them, but it's also this kind of layer of abstraction, which I think the movie conveys quite well with the mix of kind of night vision from the camera and not. One of the things I really like about this movie is the lighting, because the group split up and each like individual or like pair of like characters together they use lighting to distinguish separated characters in identical environments in a way that I really like.
Yeah, it's really cool. So Sarah finds a knife and the material to make a flaming torch. So she's got a fire. I think Juno has a red glow stick, and Sam and Rebecca have a green glow stick.
Yeah,
really so we can always tell who we're with. Sam's watch beeps really loudly, and the Gooner nearly finds them, and so that's Chekhov's watch. That's how we fulfill that.
Yeah, that's how they figure out that they can only hear as well as they're like, oh, the watch from earlier because of.
Sam says they use sound to hunt like a bat, except not in any of the ways that a bat does, because they just hear stuff.
Yeah, they're just listening to you.
I like being pedantic about that.
They use sound to hunt like anything.
Juno sees one going down a tunnel, and then she's like, right, I'm gonna fucking kill that cunt, and starts following it. Juno's got a taste for fucking blood at this point. I'm like,
Juno's been like, how many of them are there? Like 4? I'll fucking just kill them all, I guess. Easy.
Yeah, now we're in business, right?
Yeah. Settler colonialism mode very much in effect here. I'm gonna kill every life form in this geological feature and then name it after me.
Yeah, Juno actually saves Sam and Rebecca because the Gooner with the watch goes after them, and then Juno fucking kills him with an ice axe again. She's like, this is great. Have you tried killing them?
Yeah, you've got ice axes. Just fucking hit them.
You don't have to feel guilty about it. They're not even sentient. You can just
like
hack
a creature.
This movie gets, I think, some unearned praise for having invented like girl boss stuff like this, which it really didn't. Like Alien was doing this stuff decades before.
No, Alien was doing this shit. Yeah.
I still like it in the sense that this is like, this is heroic, right?
We also do get some cool. I like the way that the Gooners fight. Because when you get, they do like ambush and flips and stuff, but when you get in a one-on-one with them, they're kind of shit on account of their blind. So they do kind of like flail around. And so
they're
in this
kind of
fight,
just people. So like they don't have like claws or teeth really.
Yeah, in this fight between Juno and this one, like it can hear the three women, because like Sam and Rebecca are also there making noise. It doesn't know which one has the ice axe. And Juno just kind of goes straight down the middle and just kills the fucker. And it's like, oh, actually... It's tense in the sense that like there could be everywhere and there's many of them, but also like you can fucking beat these guys in a stand-up fight. They're not the Predator.
Yeah. And also the thing is, being stuck in a cave with no way out is bad enough that like adding the sort of flesh-eating beasts only takes it from like an 8 to a 9, really.
Yeah, you're basically
like,
taking this in stride. I mean,
you're like, fine, there's beasts. Okay, cool.
They make some horrible noises, which I like. They're kind of a mix of like pig noises, cat noises, and some wolf noises. I think
they're really good
insect,
costumes,
like clicky noises too.
Yeah. So Sarah,
I guess same as Dog Soldiers. It's just really good, like creature design, great costuming.
Yeah, Sarah sneaking around runs into Beth, who is still bleeding badly out of the neck, like sideways Trotsky.
Beth, fucking goss queen, shit stirring queen. Holy fuck!
Yeah,
she's on her deathbed. She is bleeding out from an axe wound to the carotid artery, and she's like, "Come here, I want to tell you some gossip about Juno. She's fucking your man, girl."
Yeah. Did you know that you have been placed in the cuck passenger seat of your own car?
Yeah. She gives her the necklace, which is engraved with "I am your secret boyfriend" from Love Paul. Presumably the same.
Yeah, like Paul's favorite catchphrase, "I don't want to get killed by a pipe."
Presumably got it engraved the same place Anthony Hopkins' wife got that watch engraved in the edge.
Yeah, right.
Listeners, pro tip from the Kill James Bond podcast: if you are having an affair and you want to give the person that you're sleeping with secretly some jewelry, fine, do that. That's romantic. That's sexy even. Don't get it engraved. Don't get it engraved with a secret message that is something you say all the time.
Don't get it engraved with your name and face.
Can I offer a suggestion at this point? I would like to suggest that Sarah's late husband, Paul, he of the pipe, be awarded posthumously the Brian Cox Award for Studies in Intelligence.
I actually am fully with you on that.
For getting his side chick the most obvious piece of jewelry possible.
Of jewelry that, like, when you see it is enough to fully convince Sarah that, like, Juno is having an affair.
You are my side chick, Love Paul.
Paul brackets Sarah's husband.
Yeah.
You know, Sarah's husband.
Dress,
got like an engraving of his own face on there as well.
Yeah.
Just so a really like
dental records.
National insurance number as well.
If lost, return to Paul.
Like, just to make absolutely clear, I am the same guy who is married to Sarah. I will never die in a pipe accident.
P.S. Don't tell Sarah that we're having an affair.
Yeah.
Massive necklace. Honestly, kind of weird that Juno was carrying around this whole time. It was really heavy.
Kind of a Flavor Flav situation at this
massive fucking clock. Like small text.
If I was Juno, I'd have left that at home when Sarah was around, you know? I wouldn't have worn it.
Long history of when they started cheating on his wife, and then please turn over other side of necklace because it keeps going.
Continues on us. Oh my god. Yeah, like I don't know, Juno. I don't think you're setting yourself up for success here. No. And the thing is, I want to defend Juno so bad because everything she does in the cave post the point where she tricks them all to go into the wrong cave is like correct.
Yeah, by the way, listeners, all that stuff we were implying about Juno being evil and maybe leading them knowingly into the cave, no, forget about that. Juno rules, actually. She's great.
No,
it seems unlikely that she did that.
It's just relatable. Like, it's relatable to me to the extent that, like, I like getting jewelry enough that I would keep the jewelry that, like, was evidence that I was cheating on my husband, you know? Like, I would probably do that.
I think, have I ever done that?
I just don't know.
Just like, is that in the Rolodex? Yeah.
No, none of my infidelity involved jewelry. Sadly.
You step it up. Yeah, that's crazy.
I know. Yeah, I got it.
You gotta step the Absolutely. But so Beth is dying. And Beth is like, hey, dying. I need you to do me some like end of life care here by axing me to death.
I don't want to be eaten alive by these gooners.
I mean, this is a good argument for sort of like euthanasia in this case, in the sense that if I'm going into the cave, I want a cyanide pill. You know, I don't want to. I want that accessible to me at all times, at a second's notice. Like you tell me it's going to take 5 minutes longer to get out of the cave than I thought it would. Cyanide pill. You know,
this is why you can't have the cyanide pill. So we had the discussions in the authors meeting last year. We're not letting you have.
Unfortunately, on this occasion, the cyanide pill arrives in the form of a big rock that Sarah brains her friends with.
Which, to be fair, a cave is abundant in.
Yeah,
so that's true. That's kind of the natural home of the rock. Yeah,
and at this point, we experience the female gooner, less mentioned in the Harper's article.
The goonette.
The goonette.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a goonette.
Yeah, Goonette attacks and chases Sarah.
Yeah, well, so she kills, because like genuinely she like kills Beth, and then she gets jumped by another gooner who she kills, and then the goonette appears and is like, you can tell it's a girl because it's got long hair and tits, which is insane to have like beauty standards for the female gooner.
It's got a little bow.
Crazy that they'd have the hanging tits. Doesn't make any sense.
It's also defined by motherhood because it's sad because you killed its kid.
Yeah,
and like it's got feelings, you know, because like women have those.
Yeah.
Women have those.
Oh, and Sarah has 0 moments of wow, we're not so different. I killed your child.
No, they
with
kind
a pipe.
of both fall into like a big pool of blood and like fight to death.
Yeah, Sarah kills the symbol of motherhood, and she stabs it through the eye with an antler. It rules.
Yeah, it's a great movie if you like women covered in blood.
I do.
Or if you like the one shot of Arnold Schwarzenegger covered in mud from the movie Predator.
I do.
Yeah, because the daddy gooner arrives after she kills the mummy gooner. And then she hides from it and then like brains it with a bone club. And now she's like giving Sarah Connor. She's in a tank top covered in blood. And my notes say, hell yeah.
Yeah, she's like, this is even hard. Like, this isn't even difficult.
Yeah, I'm also strongly pro woman and covered in blood. Yeah. Well, this is the thing, right? They're killing these motherfuckers so easily. It's like pure gym cardio. Like, genuinely.
Like
if you like women covered in blood, you're going to love what I've just finished filming and what could be coming out next summer.
Fantastic.
It's like starfish. It's like, these are giant beasts, but actually it's like they've got no nutrients at all. You can just tear them apart like fucking tissue paper.
Not very strong.
Like,
yeah.
They got no vitamin D whatsoever. All these guys have rickets. It's fucked actually. It's such a shame.
So Juno, Sam, and Rebecca, I'm having to go to the Wikipedia here, all find each other, and they all realize they share the information that like their vision is based on sound, and so they have to be quiet, and so they sneak out to
another gorge.
Another gorge. Juno, by the way, gives this an impetus for this is evil friendship, because Juno sees a bunch of gooners following them. They can't fucking see her, but she's the one who decides to yell, "Run!" and then they're chased.
Yeah, then they start running.
Sam has to cross the gorge, which is a moment of like cool character development. She's like, "Oh, Rebecca's her big sister. Can she do it as well as her big sister?" No, is the answer to that.
No, because there's a beast actually on the ceiling.
No, actually, the Gooner kills her, rips her throat out.
Gooner rips her throat out, and she like stabs it and then dies in a way that's a little weird.
R.I.P. to Miana Burring. The Gooner falls into the kind of water below, and then as Sam sort of goes over the same ropes, like fighting, she falls in.
Sam dead. Sam's dead.
Not Sam.
Sam's
Sarah.
dead. Rebecca also instantly is like, Rebecca doesn't have a lot of time to mourn her sister.
This is worse. This is worse than like icebreakers at fucking uni. I can't do this. There's too many names.
Sam is dead. Rebecca has no time to mourn her sister because she's instantly just got and then like her guts are chewed apart like fucking the Irish guy from Shaun of the Dead.
She instantly grabbed by the legs and just like dragged down a fucking off tunnel. Like they couldn't figure out how to get rid of her in the scripts.
Yeah, that sucks.
She's dead. It's a shame.
Rebecca gets fully redshirted. She gets like dragged down into the cave.
Juno is the one who's... So now there's only 2 left, Juno and Sarah.
Now it's just Juno and Sarah. 2 final girls, 2 girl bosses.
Yes.
Yeah, Juno falls into the water, and the Gooner, who had previously been stabbed, wakes up and bites her or whatever, and it's like... I want to give that specific Gooner a Kronstein Rosette because he was waiting in the water, having been stabbed, for someone else to fall in so that he could scare her.
Yeah. In the dark.
That's legendary.
Yeah,
that's commitment.
So she pulls the knife out of its chest and like finishes it off, starts climbing up. And then as she's climbing the wall, Sarah, who's now gone full Schwarzenegger mode, just like pulls her into a crevasse, and it's just like covered in blood, looking rough as hell. And Juno's like, "What the fuck happened to you?"
This is compelling, right? You were trapped in a cave.
I've experienced some character development.
Yeah, you're trapped in a cave with the woman that you cuckolded, who has found out that she's kind of too into killing. Is a fun bit.
This is the plot of The Edge, but underground. Yeah. I like it.
But I mean, I do also write down the same thing you said earlier, Dev, which is, why would you wear what I describe as the cuck necklace or the cuckless to this? Like, why would you wear that to this holiday when you knew she was coming?
And Sarah says, "What happened to Beth?" And Juno's like, "She died.
It was an accident. Like fucking..."
Yeah, like, I'm sorry. She snuck up behind me when I was in a kill frenzy.
Yeah.
Like, I thought she was a beast. What's the problem?
I wasn't just going to let my special move go. I built up my combo bar.
This is why Beth is kind of like a gossip queen, is because she knew it was an accident and she just went on a kind of anti-Juno kick with her dying breath for no reason.
Yeah, she didn't let Sarah know that it was an accident. She didn't imply that at all. She was just like, no,
Juno did this.
Juno like killed me on purpose, and she was like, she told me that she was mad at me when she did it.
Yeah.
She was kill crazy. Like that should be a legal defense.
Yeah, he snuck up behind her. Yeah. But Juno conceals this. None of this is said. This is all spoken only with the eyes. They move on, and there are many Gooners in their path. And so they just go fucking sicko mode.
They go crazy on these guys, yeah.
They do. They fuck. There's like 5 or 6 of them, and they fuck them up. Sarah gives one of them. Sarah gives one of them a taste of his own medicine by biting his throat out, and then pushes the eyes of another one into its skull with her thumbs.
Yeah,
and she's like, "You're right, Juno. It's great. You can just kill them, and it's like guilt free." Juno gets some good kills in with the ice axe.
This feels great, actually. It's really helped me work through my trauma.
Yeah, violence is fantastic, right?
Yeah, I can see what men have been on about, actually.
Yeah.
And at this point, Sarah's like, "Yo, I also picked up this huge necklace with this massive message engraved on it."
Is this yours?
Is this yours?
This manhole cover that you were wearing around your neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, is this your giant clock? Oh, fuck, it is, yeah.
And so Sarah hits her in the knee with an ice axe and leaves her for dead, which is fucking ice cold.
Which is crazy, because, like, ever since the fucking cave-in, Juno has done nothing but act to, like, get them out of the cave. Like, she actually stepped up.
Yeah, also, she's proven herself to be a valuable ally.
It's kind of like... But she leaves her with her axe so that she can die going to Girl Valhalla
death,
or Galhalla.
Yeah, legitimately so.
Oh, goddamn, I want to die going to Galhalla.
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah, got to die in girl battle? What?
Yeah, so again, I'm thinking about Carol J. Clover, right, and about the punitive function of horror, right? So, like, it's one of the main things in a slasher movie it's why you get a final girl, because a final girl is, like, androgynous in ways that we want to praise, unlike other women who are bitches and therefore have qualities that make us want to see them get killed, right? Like, you know, being fucking insincere or unserious or whatever. And so a lot of the function of horror is to show us these kind of like constructed social negatives being purged by the form of like murder, right?
What is Juno's... Okay, it's infidelity.
Juno's thing is infidelity. It's adultery.
She's a home wrecker. Okay.
She is.
Her crime is being hotter than her friend. Really? Does that deserve death?
That's still a crime.
The movie takes the position that it does, yeah.
Apparently, I don't know if it deserves death, but...
Also, we don't know. Maybe Paul seduced her. We don't know. You know, maybe Juno was feeling vulnerable one evening and Sarah wasn't there and Paul hit on Juno. We don't know.
Doesn't matter. We're constructing a socially acceptable kind of thing to punish, which is infidelity, right? Like cuckolding your friend. Is it still cuckolding? It's like
more films that could be solved with polyamory.
Cuck queen, I think.
Correct,
either way, you can't like, no matter how cheated on you are, you can't just kill her and leave her in a cave.
You can't commit murder about it.
You're not allowed to do that. But she does. She sort of puts an ice axe through her leg and then leaves.
Yeah, I didn't seek retribution against. I'm trying to think of the people who've cuckolded me. Did I? No, I've never sought retribution against any of them yet. Yet. I know you're out there.
If you want to come to a caving adventure that we're putting on, by the way.
You'll have to. No, I'm not even going to say the name in case you forget to bleep it. But no.
Yeah, no, don't risk it.
Sarah is like covered in blood, still got the ice axe, still got the fucking phallic symbol. She's like fully final girl at this point. And she like fleeing the Gooners, climbs up this kind of incline of bones out through the earth into the open air again. It's like a rebirth, isn't it? Because it's all fucking a bit Freudian.
Exactly.
The cave's like a womb and it's all very kind of feminine and stuff.
Yeah, all right.
And then she flees to the safety of Car, which we love Car.
We love
Car in a horror film.
Car is safe. Yeah, car's safe.
Go to the supermarket, you know, like Don Cheadle said.
Probably where she was driving to so fast. She's going, I gotta go to the supermarket.
Drives past. Gets another jump scare in as we get an end cameo from the logs from Final Destination. As she gets like sort of nearly missed by an HGV carrying those logs, has a panic attack, pulls over, stops the car,
throws up.
Yeah, throws up. Live by the jump scare, die by the jump scare. Like throws up, sees vision of Juno in the car next to her. Now this movie has two endings.
If you are American, this is where the movie ends. But if you are a normal person who can deal with a tragic ending, and like there's actually an extra 60 seconds of it, which changes the ending.
It does, and which makes Sarah much less sort of endorsed by the movie as a final girl, right? And which makes the sort of plot a bit more obvious in the sense of like, oh, it's like a descent into madness kind of thing.
In the Brit cut, after the Juno jump scare, Sarah wakes up and we're back in the cave. That was all a fucking cave dream. It was all, that was a hallucination, and the golems are still after her.
Yeah. But she's okay because she has a vision of her daughter. And it's like, oh, she just never got over it. She's now completely like lost her reason. As a piece of like sort of filmic construction, I don't like this in the sense of like, I always think it's cheap to be like, oh, this last bit was a hallucination.
Yeah.
But it makes the movie a lot more coherent in the sense of like, oh, there's not really good guys here. You know, there isn't really a final girl.
Yeah.
And nobody gets to survive because Sarah is just too like insane. Again, the way this movie treats mental illness, not great.
Yeah.
But like she's just like gone, right?
Yeah.
She's not making it out.
She sees a vision of her daughter with her 5th birthday cake, the birthday she never got to have. And we kind of pull back as these gooners close in and presumably rip her to shreds. And then that's just the end of the movie.
Yeah, which is a better ending in a lot of ways. But it didn't test well for Americans. And so they cut that out, which is... Yeah.
Also in The Descent Part 2, she survives.
Yeah, as does Juno, in fact.
Yeah,
in the
as does
Descent
Juno,
Part 2.
yeah. Juno alive in Part 2.
Same two actors reprised their role as well. So I haven't watched Descent Part 2.
I looked up the summary on Wikipedia, but yeah, it picks up 2 days later with Sarah getting out with amnesia.
Oh my god, that sounds so fucking stupid.
Funny. Come out of amnesia and just get put straight back into the cave.
Yeah, she and a bunch of like, guys go underground, and then it turns out also because you have to reveal more about the Gooners in Part 2 and what their whole deal is, and that just makes them less scary. So they have like an alpha Gooner who fucks them up, and then Juno dies, and then Sarah dies.
I mean, the thing is, it's more interesting when you sort of like hint at stuff. There is an interesting thread you could unpick of this kind of terror of, again, like American indigeneity of like, it's something that like, because this movie borrows a lot from Deliverance as well, which has like a kind of similarly kind of penetrative horror of like rural white American violence. But here it's like, you can construct these as Native Americans in the sense of the cave paintings and stuff, right? And they've just been eating conquistadors and you and your extreme sports girls are just sort of like latter-day settler colonialists. And that's interesting to me. And I think that's a reading you can absolutely make of the film. Is it a good feminist film? I
like that there's all women in the movie.
I do too, but it feels like a bit of a gimmick in the sense that, like, it feels like a film, and is a film, in which you wrote a sort of straight horror film as a man, and then someone said, why don't you make them all women? And you do that and you make no other changes.
Like, oh, yeah, just like change, just like erase them he's, turn them into she's.
I almost feel like the movie would have probably turned out worse if they tried to write women from the start.
Yes,
I agree.
certainly.
Yeah.
You know? Because then they'd have a bunch of like, we're all women. Yes, we are. We're strong and independent. It's like, we would have had a bunch of like, it would have been a lot smarmier and more pleased with itself if they'd set out to do that. Whereas, I remind you, like, this is what they did with Alien. Is that Ripley was originally written as a man, and then they're just like, fuck, Sigourney Weaver did a good audition, let her do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know, I kind of like it.
Yeah,
I'd be in a movie like this.
It's not a bad movie.
You did a great movie like this, actually.
A lot of jump scares, which kind of date it now. We don't necessarily tend to make horror films in the same way. And watching it sort of like, years after the fact of having sort of like studied it, it's interesting how different it feels and how like dated it feels as well. But like, I think there's kind of useful stuff here to talk about horror in that way.
It's a decent film. I think it still holds up.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's just there's a lot of sexuality in horror, you know, and there's a lot of penetration and fear of penetration, and a lot of sort of like both sort of phallic and kind of like womb metaphors. And yeah, it's just it's loaded full of them. This movie isn't examining them, and it is crazy that you can do this stuff basically by accident and just replicate these things.
Yeah, I guess because I don't think the movie's really laying that stuff on thick, but also like,
no,
you know, if you're killing someone with an ice axe, that's kind of necessarily penetrative, isn't it? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Unless you just bonk them with it. You know?
Yeah, well, that's my feeling on The Descent. But are we scumming this? This is a mainline episode.
This is a mainline episode. We
don't normally scum our Halloween ones, though. We didn't scum Van Helsing or Sex in the City too.
Not.
No.
Okay. Well, I suppose we don't have to.
Well, we stick with the Kronstein Rosette for that one Gooner.
For the one Definitely Gooner, the underwater Gooner.
And the Brian Cox Award for Studies in Intelligence.
Posthumously awarded to Paul.
For Paul, yeah.
The way Juno kills that underwater Gooner, by the way, is by grabbing the knife that's already in it and twisting, but I like missaw and thought that she'd grabbed his nipples and twisted them so hard he died. And unfortunately that wasn't the case. I had to go back for it, but like I couldn't let the episode go by without mentioning.
It's a real hazard.
It can happen, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the way this movie kills so many women sort of broadly unthinkingly as to establish threat. But you know, whatever.
I do think that Rebecca got done dirty because it's like, man, you killed her in the same scene as someone else. I'm like, at least give that actor like her own death. You know?
She got like a big character moment. Fortunately, I mean, most of the girls managed to get like a big character moment in, except for Beth, who just is. Whose big character moment is being a fucking snake on the deathbed. Last
She's
word,
so
gossip,
real for that.
final breath.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You gotta kill Juno. She's a bitch. Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, listeners. Don't go into any caves.
Yeah, never go in the caves.
No.
Always spread gossip with your dying breath.
Absolutely.
Commemorate your infidelity and the infidelity of others with you with enormous engraved jewelry.
Engraved jewels, yeah.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
Yes, do.
And we will see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Hail Satan.
Bye. Thank you for listening to yet another episode of Kill James Bond. The next heist episode in 2 weeks' time on the free feed will be Croupier with Clive Owen, a man who will be being referred to as Mark Strong probably throughout. So heads up on that front. And if that is simply too long for you to wait and you want a rip-roaring good time, then it's my bonus pick next, and I'm picking Judgment at Nuremberg, because this is the kind of thing I've been watching recently, and I think that we will have an incredible time talking about it. I think that it has a lot to say. It has a lot to say. I've never seen so clearly articulated the the possibility of the immediate post-war that we just failed to live up to. Just completely fucking failed to live up to. So if you're ready for that, head on over to patreon.com/killjamesbond, all one word, and sign up today for as little as £5 a month. And special thanks, as always, to our £15 and above Patreon subscribers, and all 125 of them are Lo Bjornsdottir, Freya Aloysius, Candy Fox, No Name, Gustavo Lira, Helspeth Haunt, Jordan Gammy, Nick Boris, Frankenstein, Hannah Oberhardt for I Am Burdened with Glorious Beard, the scariest thing of all, a trans individual. George Rohak, Canada will remember Devon's promise to serve in any land war against the criminal American empire. Hey, Venezuela, hit me up. Drone Lover, Yarrick, Melody Mora Gonzalez, Live Free or Cry, congratulations. Congratulations. Labor Delenda S, The Project, Sorgenfalter, Library Hitman, Saiga, Kill James Bond, Highlights, Tarp O, Trip, Jack Drummond, Max Gemainhard, Joseph Soche, Vinifera, Cosmic Parking Lot. Pup-napped Princess Reese will never lose her ball gag again. Wonderful. Catherine perhaps is alright. Rhododendron, Athena the, Ashley, Danielle Williams, Molly Spooky Slide, Claire Baker, Claire, Anne Hedonia, Globo Homo Culture Ministry, Make Fascism History Again. Tune in next week. Annie Ruby is releasing music on Halloween. That'll be today, folks, that'll be today. Liz Rossi, committing to the bit is too much work. Vita Brava, Staz, Arizona Frog Strangler, My Best Friend, Parasocial Butterfly, Science Daddy, May Victoria Roth turned in her badge and laptop, some sort of silly Canadian creature, Joyous Uwu, 6 Sheep, Sip 6 Ship, fuck fine, whatever, moving on. Ray, Chris Roth, Vincent Cakerden, Saturday's Claire, Anya Top, Penile Sparing Vaginoplasty, Lady Hounds 2, Robert De Niro in Heat and I'm Not Apologizing, Cayenne Belladonna, Defiant Gender Disaster, Gay_Rat, Crush Hazard, Gender Swap Podcast, Tim Welsh, Meat Popsicle, Finn Ross, Devon Needs to Stop Being So Sexy, Krista Swisher, Elite Errands, Elite Epic Adventures in Femininity, Daniel, Britain, Commander Freddy, April, Slut Kevin, Mortran, Envious MB, Anya Shenanigans, Clairvoyance, Rope Trick, Lady Ariane, Clarification, Woolscott, Alex, Noblesse Oblahai, Delta Echo Victor, John 2089, Liz and Ash at the University of Florida, Isopod Gal, Obsidian Polymer, Casquatch, Sengshen, Abigail, Emily Queen of Sloths, Cassandra, Philippa is catching up with KJB, Hi Philippa, Misidentified Lemon, brackets derogatory, Cariad, Josh Simmons, Loz Pycock, Talkative Tiger, Zoe Shepherd, Witch Hazel, Turfseed Shit and Die Alone, Al Irving, Mistress Angela Ailes, Lauren Baston, The Duck Whisperer, Robert Greensmith, Mega B, Wolfie is Normal, Magpie, Charlotte with a D, Small Twink Energy, Meryl is not a vampire, she is a hopeless lesbian, Groundhog, trams guy, I guess. Valeria Beneficia, Local Lesbian Bog Witch, Armored_Contempt, Tiny Lily, and Sonia the Moon. Thank you all so much for being subscribers. Kill James Bond is, as always, Abigail, Devon, and November. No, Abigail, November, and Devon. Our producer is the wonderful Miss Nabathay. Our podcast art is by John DeLuca, and our website is by Tom Allen. And I will see you next time.